Welcome back, everybody! It's JoJo Plays here, and in today's video, we're doing everything Equenari. From grinding plasma and the exclusive horse to the alien quests, we're doing it all. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. So right now, I'm going to go on ahead and show you all the Equenari I currently have. This is Aeon, a big female, and the first one I caught and kept, and also my first red and black one. I absolutely fell in love with her for first sight, and also, if you watched my previous video with breeding crystallians, you know I adore red and black horses. This is Arethia. I believe I pronounced that correctly. I absolutely adore her tail. My second one that spawned, and of course, had to catch her, had to keep her. So the next one I'm going to show you is Harlow, a huge female. This one is going to my partner because his favorite color is blue and he specifically requested this one. So, of course, I'm not going to pass that up, and of course, I'm going to give it to him. And this is Dandelion, a giant female, where she has a majority white/gray coat. She'd be actually perfect for breeding, in my opinion, because she's basically a blank slate, and which is what I love to collect as well. It makes the breeding process better. This is Wren, my first ever draft size, and it's female. Again, with the red and black coat, and I also love the head fin piece. Not a big fan of the tail, but I do love that headpiece, and that would make a very interesting breeding result. The next one I'm going to show you is actually the exclusive Equenari I picked up. Unfortunately, I did need a little bit of Robux to push my plasma all the way. That way I can get this one, because 1 minute it was at 2,000 in stock. The next minute I know it's in the low hundreds. Now, something I did want to note on, while breaking infection eggs, there's actually a small chance for an alien capsule drop. I opened one yesterday, logged into the game, and I have 3 more. I'm saving the last 2. But this is Tawny. This is what my partner chose out. I didn't know that all Equenari out of the capsule come with wings, so I was super excited when I saw this one, especially with the Eldritch wings, which I've never had one before like that. And this is the one I chose out myself. This is Aurora. I also love the wings on her as well. The Eldritch are still my favorite though, but I still love her either way. And this next clip is what I caught last night buying the exclusive Equenari. I just pushed it over the limit of what I needed, and this is me getting ready to go purchase it. As you can see, I walk up to it and it's worth 2,500, which leaves me with 18. And that's the one I got. As you just seen, it was Nyx. I absolutely adored the color palette. I wish developer horses were breedable, but at the end, I do understand why they are not. Because, you know, they're supposed to be unique. That's the whole point, and it makes you want to strive for them and get them, because you can't get them really anywhere else. Now, the main goal of this video is to be able to get up to the breeding license from the alien quest. As you can see, I'm already at 132 out of 150, almost at 220 points at this point. On the side, the point regimen is still pretty similar as it was with the crystallians. And when you feed them now, you get the points, unlike in the crystallian event when you can just spam hosing them down with a good hose and get bond points. Now they request getting, through a bond request. Now, of course, 50 plasma equals 1 point, just like it was with the crystals in the last event. But we are going to grind up on those, and I'm going to actually show you a very simple way to do it, in my opinion. Because, of course, I'm in a private server that's from a friend. No, I'm not giving out his private server, because why would I do that? But these infection right here will all give you plasma. Now, up here is an infection egg. Of course, by the time this video comes out, of course, everybody knows that. But they have a damage of 275, and you can actually get event lassos like I have on my toolbar, as you can see at the bottom. And this is also a very small drop for an alien capsule. Currently, I'm still trying to grind to get more, but I don't know if there is like a cap limit or something else going on behind the scenes, but I haven't received any more at this moment. However, if you have a full stock of horses, that will go much faster, as I will show later. But as you can see, there's the alien lasso and there's the alien capsule. I did not get another one, but I love how it's only just 25 coins to open. It really makes it simple, and you get to roll through them. At the cost of 25 coins, you can look through thousands of them till you find one that you like. in which I'm waiting to open mine because I am super picky. That's just a known fact about me. I like certain color facts, certain sizes, all of that good jazz. And I also really like how they put the main event over here in the Equus area. That was very unexpected in my opinion. I remember when I first loaded in and saw all this infection stuff for the first time, and I was like, okay, what is this? But over here is where the Equenari spawn. They are aggressive, I will let you know. And is that one with wings? Okay, so it turns out wild wing spawns do count for the Equenari. I do recommend flying when catching Equenari because, like I said, they are very aggressive. So you could be trying to catch one and another one's just going to come up right behind you. So it's a little size, but that's okay. I do like the pink on it, and I'm going to stick with that. But as you can see, when you fly above them, they'll run away. But if you land, they will attack you, especially if you just walk by them. I've learned if you stay in a trot, they won't necessarily try to hit you. They'll try to most likely run. But still, there's been several instances where I've tried to catch one has come up behind me and bucked me off. But either way, all these infection will help you get plasma to grind up your points, and there you go, a perfect example. And they will just stop right in front of you, and then they run away. So I just do recommend flying through this area, especially while catching. And I hope that you have a lot of good stamina, at least your wings maxed out, so you can actually stay up off the ground to actually catch them. And I was saying about the plasma, using this plasma during the event for your alien quest will actually help you. Like I mentioned earlier, 50 plasma equals 1 point. And if you grind them up, you can actually get pretty far within the event. And also, they went on ahead and pushed out the max quest progress, unlike in the Crystallians where they gave us a 2-week late before pushing it all out. Now, I'm actually going to sit here and do more bond quests with Razor to get some more points, and which actually pushes me right over the edge. So I can claim this, and I got an alien grub, which honestly I think is cute. I'm just now getting into decorating my horses a little more. But speaking of them, when breaking this infection, you can probably realize even if your strength is maxed out, it does take quite a minute or two in order to get it done, especially with infection eggs. So I am actually going to show you my whole crew on who I use to break these down. First of all, we have Daybreak, my female. It might be a developer horse, but I don't care. I love them anyway. I love her so much. I bought her for only 1,000, and the wings, as soon as I saw them, they were so unique. I've actually decorated her out with some fake clouds and a scythe on her side. Now this is Jingle. I'm planning to rename her because honestly, Jingle doesn't match all this green going on, but I put a headpiece on her. Absolutely adore her. I put the wings on her as well. Absolutely gorgeous. And now this next one I'm showing you is Iris, my Clydesdale that I actually bred myself for the full pink. And like most, I really did have a severe pink breeding phase, especially with the Clydesdales. Now I'm going to go on a little yap fest about the information of why I haven't posted anything, especially the Falorce video I did have planned. Well, the reason why, first off and foremost, was because I made the fatal mistake of actually starting doing YouTube videos only less than 2 weeks away from the first day of school. Especially as a senior, I have a lot of grinding and in-school related things I need to do and very little time to play, let alone record. Not only that, but it's also a big time in my life. I have a lot of goals and a lot of dreams that I really need to focus on, which I know is probably understandable. Now for the Falorce information, the reason why I was never able to actually do a video on Falorces is because A, they would not spawn at all. It was strictly just Clydesdale after Clydesdale, or when they would spawn, I could not find them. Even when I had a whole caravan of 3 to 4 people helping me look, I still could not find a single one. So taking a look now at the Alien Quest, I only have 5 more points to push it to 265. So we are going to do a little quick grind on that to get that started. But I am looking around at the premium shop and everything else to see what else there is to offer. I might spend more Robux, probably not. But I always like to look either way. Now I'm going to finish off this last little bit and it should be good now. Yep. So let's see what we get. Ooh, that's pretty. A male and big, again with the white grays. That actually seems like a pretty clean color palette and probably really easy to breed with in my opinion. I've gotten better at breeding since first starting, so that's a good sign. And now we should only have a little bit more to go to get the breeding license. I will most likely do that off camera because I do not have hours to sit here and play. We are back and it is time for the breeding license. I was actually able to use the most of my plasma to push it just the last little bit there for that 250. And there we go. We can now breed Equenari. Thank you all so much for your time and patience to see my third video getting pushed out. I'm sorry that it took forever, but like I mentioned, school is really taking the majority of my time, as it should. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!